10 things you didn't know about Prada. Welcome to Luxfy. We talk about fashion, travel, money, and basically all the best things life has to offer. Welcome to our video listing the 10 things you didn't know about Prada. Prada is an Italian luxury fashion house that was founded in 1913 by Mario Prada. It specializes in leather handbags, travel accessories, shoes, ready-to-wear, perfumes, and other accessories. The first Prada store was opened in 1913 in the prestigious Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II in Milan, where he sold precious bags, trunks, and travel accessories. Prada is truly a family company. Today, the granddaughter of Mario Prada, Miuccia Prada, is the creative director, and together with her husband, Patrizio Bertelli, they lead this legacy company so that they always stay on the top of our wish list. At the end of the video, we have a bonus fact that may surprise you. So without further ado, here are 10 things you didn't know about Prada. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram @luxfy.com. Number 10. Prada was the official supplier of the Italian royal house. In 1919, Prada obtains the title of official supplier of the Italian royal house. This recognition, which allows Prada to display the House of Savoy coat of arms and knotted rope design in its trademark logo, contributes to making the brand a benchmark for Italian aristocracy and upper middle class. Number 9. Mario Prada didn't want women working at Prada. In the patriarchal style of the times, Mario Prada did not believe that women should work outside of home. He excluded women from business and groomed his only son to take over the company. Ironically, he had no interest in that. So, after Mario's death, his daughter Luisa Prada took over the company and ran it for almost 20 years. Then, in 1978, Mario's granddaughter Miuccia Prada took the helm and was responsible for the huge Prada expansion that turned the brand into what we know today. The success of Prada we see today is definitely credited to the woman of the Prada family. Number 8. Miuccia Prada and her husband were responsible for the Prada expansion. In 1977, Miuccia Prada met Patrizio Bertelli, a young Italian with his own leather goods business. He joined the Prada family business, and his partnership with Miuccia took the history of Prada in a new direction. Before that, Prada was a successful family company, but in no way had the worldly impact they have today. Miuccia's sophisticated creativity and Bertelli's entrepreneurial intuition helped expand the Prada business. This partnership introduces the world of fashion to an innovative business model, based on the direct control of every process and the application of strict criteria throughout the entire production cycle. They were business partners for multiple years, before getting married in 1987. In 1983, Prada expands its network of directly owned stores, focusing on a new aesthetic layout, dominated by a special shade of light green that would soon be known as Prada Green. The first green store is opened in Milan, in Via della Spiga, followed by boutiques in New York, Madrid, London, Paris, and Tokyo. Number 7. The first Prada ready-to-wear collection was in 1988. The global success of the Prada brand pushed Miuccia Prada and Patrizio Bertelli in new directions. A women's wear line was introduced in the late 80s. Prada's first fall-winter collection debuted on the catwalks of Milan in 1988. The designs were distinct due to their dropped waistlines and narrow belts. The fashion world fell in love with Prada's clean lines, luxurious fabrics, and color selections. The history of Prada turned as they became one of the most coveted brands in the fashion world by the early 1990s. Number 6. The Prada Group owns several other brands, including a bakery. The Prada Group owns some of the world's most prestigious luxury brands: Prada, Miu Miu, Church's, Car Shoes, and the historic Pasticceria Marchesi. In 2014, the Prada Group acquired control of the historic Pasticceria Marchesi, founded in Milan in 1824. The acquisition aims to promote an example of excellence in the food industry and launch retail development projects. If you are enjoying this video so far, we strongly recommend you to subscribe to our channel, so we can continue to bring you the best content about fashion and luxury living. Number 5. Prada's style is known for being classic and minimalist. Prada clothes and accessories have been described as both classic and eccentric, frumpy but hip, marked by an ambiguous techno-retro sensibility. On one hand, Prada's style is modern, drawing on northern Italian traditions of discreet elegance and fine craftsmanship. On the other hand, as Miuccia Prada said in 1995, "I make ugly clothes from ugly material, simply bad taste, but they end up looking good anyway." She may have been referring to that season's Bad Taste collection, featuring such styles as a Formica check design, which evoked the look of 1970s polyester. Several years later she said, "I have always thought that Prada clothes looked kind of normal, but not quite normal. Maybe they have little twists that are disturbing, or something about them that is not quite acceptable. Prada is not clothing for the bourgeois." Unlike other popular designer brands, Prada is known to abstain from loud, flashy logos on their bags, and rather for its understated elegance. Moreover, it is only meant to be recognized by the inner circle and those who know. Number 4. Anna Wintour wore a full Prada outfit to a screening of The Devil Wears Prada. The Devil Wears Prada is perhaps one of the most beloved films about the fashion world. Inspired on a tell-all novel written by a previous personal assistant of Anna Wintour, the movie portrays the hectic schedule and harsh life of those working under Miranda Priestly, aka Anna Wintour. But Wintour did not respond negatively to the movie. In fact, she famously attended the special premiere in New York, wearing a full Prada look. Number 3. The famous Prada Galleria bag is named after Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. Rooted in tradition, the Galleria is more than just a bag, it is an icon. Though the bag was originally introduced in 2007, the history of the bag dates back to Prada's humble beginnings. The bag gets its name from the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, which is where Mario Prada opened his first store in Milan in 1913. Crafted from Prada's iconic Saffiano leather, the bag represents everything that Prada's DNA is rooted in. Number 2. The nylon bags were responsible for the Prada success in the 80s and 90s. In 1984, Prada entered into a more modern aesthetic and released a bag made from Pocono nylon, a material used for military tents. It was durable, waterproof, and beautiful, and it was a massive hit. As she expanded, Miuccia's forward-thinking ideals were often reflected in her designs. Prada became known for a cool, refined elegance, in direct contrast to the glittery, sex-heavy 80s. The first success was the iconic black nylon backpack. In fact, this handbag was such a hit that because of it, Miuccia Prada was named one of the 30 most powerful women in Europe in the 1980s, according to the Wall Street Journal. Prada has been recently relaunching some of their famous designs, like the Prada Re-Edition, originally launched in the 80s. The Prada Re-Edition 2000 is sold on Prada's website for $895. Number 1. The Saffiano leather is the classic Prada leather. It was Mario Prada who invented this sturdy material. Saffiano is a textured leather, which makes it extremely resistant to scratches. The texture isn't a natural characteristic of the leather, but is made by machinery. Saffiano stands out because of its cross-hatched structure, which forms the diagonal print. The stiff leather is usually made from calf skin, with a wax on top on which the structure is pressed into. The leather is treated by a machine, which is heated up to 70 degrees Celsius. After the leather is pressed, for 10 to 15 seconds, it is treated with a wax finish, and then pressed to create the signature cross-hatched texture. Because of the wax finish, the leather is very durable, and it will remain scratch and crack-free. Even with heavy wear, your Saffiano tote will always hold its shape. Let us know in the comments below which one was your favorite, or if you are a true Prada fan and already knew all of this. Comment below which brands you would like to know more about. And for sticking with us this far, here is some bonus information. Prada Marfa, the Prada store in the middle of the desert. The middle of the West Texas desert isn't the first place you would expect to find a fully stocked Prada store, but stop a few miles outside of the tiny town of Valentine, Texas, and you will find just that. The brainchild of Berlin-based artistic team Elm Green and Drug said Prada Marfa was meant to be a pop architectural land art project. Built of a biodegradable adobe-like substance, the building is meant to slowly melt back into the earth, serving as a surrealist commentary on Western materialism. Miuccia Prada herself was consulted on the project, hand-picking the merchandise for the store's interior and allowing Elm Green and Drexel to use the Prada logo, costing a sum total of $80,000, or to put it in another way, about 40 Prada handbags. Prada Marfa's grand opening was on October 1st, 2005, and perplexed people worldwide. Thank you for spending some time with us, and make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a video. In return, we provide you the best content about fashion, travel, and luxury living. See you soon!